Alright, are we on? Ladies and gents, welcome to another video by the RealAsianRobot. The People's Champion is here after last night's long stream. By the way, thank you all for supporting my stream last night. Very cool to see how much viewership we got. What I'm here to tell you is that the Chainblade rework is fucking ass. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit, okay? Is it still viable? I'm gonna answer your question right now. Yes. Since yesterday's stream, you've seen me kill things above my level. No sweat, no problem. But is it ass? Yes. Because one thing, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this shit. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Number one, they butchered the attack speed. Number two, they butchered the special. And number three, the heavy makes you look like you're doing drunken kung fu. Alright, this was a comment by somebody else, but you know what? I've agreed after reviewing it. Now, the new playstyle is going to require some adaptation, and so I have done a full new tutorial. We're going to go into the training grounds right now, and I'm going to show you how to use the new chain blades. We're going to go over all the combos and the playstyle, and then I'm going to show you a lot of practical combat so that you guys can get used to the idea. Okay, fighting things above your level, still very easy to do, but what you need to understand is that now the chain blades are no longer a easy to use weapon where you can go in, dance around, you know, flying all around like freaking Spider-Man. No. Basically, if you want my honest opinion on it, they basically changed the chain blades into the strikers with a better special and with wounding damage potential. That's basically what they are. And after I showcase this, you might agree. Now, this one momentum pip that I have, right, actually shouldn't be there. Technically speaking, you should start with 0, and that's the main problem, because you should not be able to go into a fight and immediately push off. Okay, technically speaking, the chain blades should be starting with 0 pips. All right, I don't know where that random attack speed buff is coming from, that little speed up thing, because I don't have any attack speed buffs in this build. Anyway, let's talk facts. First of all, the most important thing about the chain blades is now that your pull maneuver is free. Okay, this is the new shock UE, by the way. I'll go over that in a separate video. But your pull maneuver being free means that you can throw it from anywhere and just be pulled to the behemoth. This is very awesome because now it does damage and you can use it frequently in combat for free. Okay, but what you need to understand is that the chain blades, they now have a new move set. So let's go to the move list. Alright, bladed attacks are your light attacks, lacerating attacks cost stamina, and they're your heavies. Okay, you've got your chain push, chain slam, the usual stuff. Okay, nothing special here. Combos, it's been simplified. There are 4 combos, okay? You use your chain pull to pull yourself toward a foe. Okay, you've got your bladed edge, which is your full light attack swings. Lacerating onslaught, which is a slower combo, but it does wound damage and uses your heavies. And you've got your blade spin, which is utilized, basically, it's utilized for, you know, so-called high DPS. But realistically speaking, in practical combat, you won't be using it as much as you want. The reason is because previously you could use blade spin without worry, because anytime you could just push off with your momentum. That is no longer the case. If you start out with 0 momentum, I'm going to show you right now, the blade spin still suffers from the problem of not really increasing your bar very much. So if you have to dodge during the blade spin, that's all your momentum gone. Furthermore, the Reaper's Dance special, which still remains the strongest special, if you want to deal max damage with a slam, you have to, first of all, stack up your full momentum. Alright, now this is with a pulse style, so I've got pulse fully loaded. You can do a full slam for just as much damage as you were doing before, so it's still a lot of damage, but you have to realize that, you know, it does take up all your momentum, which means as soon as you're done with that, there's no more dodging. Alright, so now the problem with the weapons are that you're basically reliant on your normal dodge, which means you have to save up stamina. So you can't just freely blade spin, because if you freely blade spin, not only are you forced to use up your precious 1 momentum, but you may consume all of your stamina. Then what are you gonna do? So if you keep whirling, now the shock UE does a lot of damage, just so you know. As you can see, it's doing fantastic amounts there. But you use up all this stuff, and bada bing bada boom, you'll be out of stamina in no time. Okay, and that's gonna make dodging very hard for you. Look. Okay, so what you got? Oh, And this is the heavy attack combo. It's slow as fuck. So watch it again. 1, 2, and this is with the Aether Striker Reforged 10, so I'm getting 5% more attack speed. It's fairly slow. So you really shouldn't be using it, I would say, in an active manner. Rather, you'd be using it when the behemoth is knocked down or stuff like that. But now we're going to go into practical combat, where now that you've seen all the combos, I'm going to show you how it all comes together in practical combat. We're going to go to... should I go Hades Reach? Let's go to Hades Reach, yeah. Okay, so obviously we will fight creatures about 2 levels above our current level. We're about level 13 with this. And I'll show you how the chain blades function in combat now. Because what a lot of people don't seem to realize is that the moveset of the chain blades has basically turned it into strikers, but with a better special and with more iframes and the ability to close gaps. So basically you're looking at strikers with wounding, ability to close gaps, and like ability to freely close gaps, I should say, and a better special. Now, why it felt so difficult for a lot of people to adapt to this change is because, number one, people were used to the ability to dodge anytime, which is amazing on chain blades, and that has been completely taken away. I understand your frustration. Okay, I completely understand your frustration. The ability to dodge anytime has been taken away from you unfairly, and that sucks. But it doesn't mean that this whole thing is not viable. Okay, what I would do now is I would start off chain blades by positioning well, and I would immediately just start off whacking the behemoth. Use your dodging freely as needed, okay? Because you're basically chaining light attacks. So after you max out your momentum, what you want to do is you want to get it so... Now, normally I'd save up a pulse there, but it's okay. If you feel like staggering, just go for it. You use up all your momentum, but while the behemoth is down, you take advantage of that temporarily, and you try and cause a wound. That's usually what I would do. Okay? After causing a wound, everything is faster. So now with your 15% increased damage and attack speed, you can go extra ham. Use your chain pull and constantly use your Reaper Slam to cause a lot of damage. As you can see, the behemoth is already at half health, and the playstyle is slower. I do have to admit that. But basically, you're spamming light attacks. You're not really using your spin as much, and this is kind of like forced, because if I use my spin, I am out of stamina. Okay, so that's where I do not like it that much. But the other good part is that at the very least, your light attacks are easy to utilize, and your Reaper's Dance does phenomenal amounts of damage. If you run out of your wounding stuff, just try and wound another part. As soon as it, and the wounding does fair amounts of damage too, so you know, don't feel too bad. Now, once you've saved up enough stamina, if you feel comfortable in the situation to do so, you can blade spin. Like in this particular scenario, you can see that I'm able to blade spin with no trouble because the behemoth is not really in attack mode. It's just kind of dead. But that won't always happen, especially against faster behemoths, things like that. We'll go to the Hellion, which is closer, to showcase more of this tutorial. So, depending on how adaptable you are to the new playstyle, you can actually see more damage. Okay, I'm not gonna lie about that. You can potentially see more damage. Okay, but is it gonna be easy? Hell no, it really isn't. Okay, you're gonna potentially see an increase, but it's gonna come at a price, and that price is your flexibility to dodge whenever you want. And now basically chain blades have become like every other weapon. No more free dodging anytime, but you do have free chain pulls. So there's that. And knocking down a behemoth is easy peasy. Alright, because for some reason I feel like the stagger damage went up. This is why I say it feels exactly like strikers, but you know, just with a better special. Now, that's not to say that in an emergency you can't use your momentum. You should. But and your chain pull still does have invulnerability, so thank God for that. But you don't want to be using your momentum for this kind of stuff. There's no point. Ideally, you want to use your momentum for your slams, okay, to dish out the massive damage. Now, when the creature is down, you got an opportunity. You can blade spin if you want. All right, it will do decent damage, but I prefer to just try and go for a wound. Okay, this is my particular playstyle with it because this is where it's safe. And as you can see, the behemoth is dead. So killing power-wise, you're not suffering. You really aren't. But adapting to the new playstyle can be difficult, and I'm going to keep demonstrating it so you guys get used to the style, and then you can use it for yourself. Okay? So I'm going to show it to you again. Fight starts. This time I'm going to go in with my Malk. Okay, I've got whatever special I've got. Doesn't really matter. My job is to hit full momentum ASAP. Now, if I take damage, okay. I'll move around a little bit. As soon as I've got my full stacks, bam. Now, I was already going into the spin combo, so that's unfortunate. Otherwise, I would have gone wounding. But, you know, a quick shock like that can be very good. Keep dodging. Get your wound. Wound obtained. Okay, now it's time for the light attacks because guess what? You don't have stamina. Oh, and the chain pull, although it doesn't cost any stamina, like you can use it as 0 stamina, it will actually delete stamina because it counts as doing a dodge during it. It's the same as if you had dodged during the sequence, so just note that. And basically that's the entire playstyle of Chain Blades now. It's still simple, still easy, but it's gonna take some getting used to, okay? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, I'm not gonna lie to you, real facts. It doesn't mean that the Chain Blades were nerfed into oblivion, they're so bad that they're unusable, no. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna quit the game. Quit the game if you want, I don't really give a flying fuck, but if you were genuinely a Chain Blade master and not a one-trick pony, you would have adapted to this. You'd be the one making this tutorial, not me, alright? But most of the people, they didn't adapt in the first place. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They called themselves Chain Blade Masters, but they didn't really understand the Chain Blades at all. And never knew that they were alternative playstyles, so here we go. Alright? What a lot of people have missed out in working with these is that their playstyle is different. It is going to require adaptation. But it's only bad for the reasons that I've stated already. The fact that they butchered certain combos and taken away a lot of speed from the blades. It doesn't mean it's all around so bad that, you know, it's unplayable, unusable. You know, it's just honestly adaptation. If you were ready for this, you know, you wouldn't have a problem. Just saying. If you were a master, you wouldn't have a problem because you would already know what to do. Alright, you wouldn't need me to tell you all this stuff. Keep in mind, I'm fighting a Hellion that's 5 levels above me. These are level 13 Chain Blades. Excuse the nose, still suffering from allergies. But even suffering from allergies, I can do this with ease, so, you know, what's your excuse? Okay. Basically, you keep saving up your momentums. Oh, that's so annoying when that happens. But it's gotta stop hitting in the air. That is a bug, and that needs to be fixed. So, no mercy on that one, Phoenix Labs. You gotta fix that shit. That and the bug where the special stops working. That's been super annoying. Especially if it happens in escalation. But, if you, like I said, if you use it properly, you shouldn't have problems. Knocking down a behemoth seems almost too easy now, and getting wounds, easy. So I just keep going with my wounding combo, because the wounding combo does a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong. And then a Reaper Slam here. See, so you can slam a lot more than before, and for the same damage. You don't need 10 stacks, which to me is awesome. The problem is, now you have to deal with the fact that, honest to God, the Chain Blades are no longer as easy to use, and you don't have your free dodge anymore. Now it's, well, proper dodging just like every other weapon in the game. So you're going to have to be very aware of that. You're going to have to be understanding of that. If you really want to keep using this weapon, you're going to have to fully understand that. Alright? Again, I'm just going to demonstrate the style that I would use on Embermane. The style doesn't change no matter what behemoth you're facing. As you can see, I'm still using the exact same style. There are no magical changes that, you know, you will suddenly be unaware of. No. I might whirl a bit more, but honestly, these are decisions you make on the fly. There's no one thing. The thing here now is that there's no one formula. Okay, you're gonna have to get used to that. There's no formula whereby spin, 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 one viable combo, now you're one trick pony. No. Here, it's adapt. Survive, adapt, get used to it. Faster you do that, the better. Like I said, your wounding attacks are still completely viable. Okay, they still dish out plenty of damage and will get you the wound. Alright, so as long as the behemoth is down, keep wounding it. Alright? I hope that this little tutorial has helped you to fully understand the chain blades. Alright, if you like my video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for enjoying the new tutorial. This is how to play the chain blades properly in the new style. Alright, I hope this has been useful for you. If you want to support the channel, drop a tip via the link in the description of the video. Send super thanks on YouTube. You can become a channel member. Alright? Or purchase AsianRobot merchandise. Up to you. Thank you very much for doing all that. And now, let me move over to the thank you scene. Thank you to our Throne of Honor, Puni Puni OnlyFan, Nate the Great OnlyFan, JP Best Prestige, Zach NFG Prestige, The Forgotten Prestige, Ian Bodres Prestige. I appreciate you all. Thank you to November's top supporters, Bravo7910, Crampy D, Johnny Nara, FNX Killer 43, Xavier Uzumaki, Alcorn 0511, Alien Frost 80, Kazmanta My Lovely Girl, Zach NFG, Soul Crack, Galaxy Train, Puni Puni, Rogue Assassin, Ashar Guardsy, Lucas Graham. I'm a boxhead. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much for feeding my family. Alright, and if you have any questions about the chain blades, feel free to ask. Alright, I'll be here. Talk to me. Because I know that this is a jarring change, but it's not all bad. Alright? I've shown you. With a robot build and a proper playstyle, the chain blades are slaying just as well as they did before. But you have to get used to not being able to dodge freely anymore. Alright? Now you have to calculate your moves and change up your combos based on what you need to do at that moment. That's going to take practice. I can tutorial it all I like, but I cannot teach you that skill. You're going to have to learn that. Okay? So do your best, and if you have any questions, you want to see me in action, come by my streams. Okay? Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one, okay?